Is she someone that's your type?
She's nice. She'll catch. But then again, she's a girl's girl. You'll
Keep it cute.
follow her.
Keep it
You a
cute.
follower,
Keep
love.
it cute,
You worrying
buddy.
about what I'm telling the next woman. You'll follow her.
Here you go, arguing
Worry
with
about what
women
I tell
again.
you.
That's
It's really
crazy.
not about being argumentative. It's about really letting you women know what's the deal on a national television show, YouTube.
We're not
right?
interested. It's okay.
It's all
Just
good.
take
You
it
don't
to
have
the
to be
chin.
interested,
Move
but you're
on.
gonna listen to what I gotta tell you
Brian,
after
let's
you
move
say
on.
what
Let's
you
move on.
said,
Let's
right?
move on. Let's move on.
It's all fair game.
All right.
Yeah, don't be like Brian. Brian is a 41-year-old man on Pop the Balloon. And I want to say has anger issues. And he doesn't really do well with rejection. And I think what triggers him the most is his height. Because on Pop the Balloon, all the women end up saying, oh, we don't really want you because of your height. And he's like 5'7". And I think what makes it worse is like all the girls are like shorter than him except like one. And they all end up basically declining the nigga. But in my opinion, I don't think that it was all his height. What I think is that they realized how much of like kind of a weirdo he was.
So I've listened to all these people. If I was your woman by your side, I'm kind of getting cringed. I'm getting scared. My heart rate is going up. So I'm just, baby, stop. So I just had to pop.
And they started using height as an excuse. And then they started seeing that it was triggering him. So they kept saying it because they didn't like him. Because on past episodes, he also got the women to not like him because of the things he says. One of his deal breakers is you can't be a woman with more than one baby daddy. And I guess it really angered a lot of the women on there. Because I remember the first time he was on the show, he got in an argument with a woman. And she was like really mad about the fact that he said that. Because she was like, what if it was a mistake or an accident, whatever. That's besides the point. But yeah, the women on this show don't like him basically. And Bryan is the prime example of how not to deal with rejection because he, instead of just taking it and saying, okay, they don't align with me, there's no point, I'm not getting anything out of this. Instead of doing that and maybe coming back on the show later or, just going on your own pastime, and, maybe going out and finding a woman, go on a date now, I don't know, do something. Instead of doing that, he crashes out multiple times on these women on his most recent time being on the show.
I just think it's a cop out. That's the first thing y'all talk about is height. I think it's a cop out. I think it's an easy thing to say, oh, he's not my height. But if I was up here talking about your weight, if I was up here talking about the weave, the lashes, and everything like
I
that,
have weave.
then it would go
From my head.
I'm just saying. Just saying. If you feel like I'm less of a man because I'm shorter than the 6 feet,
I
then
didn't say
that's
that.
a
You
problem.
said that. All I said was I didn't like your height for me. That was my
understand.
preference.
I
That was
get
it.
you. I understand. I mean,
I
it's
wish you
cool,
well,
but
though.
it's always what, the second or third one talking about height, so I just want to bring it to forefront about what's the problem with that, what's the fixation y'all women have with height,
Okay.
preference and all that. Listen, I got enough confidence and enough prosperity to be able to stand taller than the tallest guy in the room.
Dog, you're not gonna get anything out of this, and I don't understand why dudes on Pop the Balloon do this. Because now, if you do come back, all they remember is you were the nigga that crashed out and we need to stay away from you, so they're automatically gonna pop. When Bryan came on the show, because I think he had been on the show 2 previous times before his third time, when he came on the show, they immediately, like 3-4 people popped.
Hello. Welcome in. What's your name?
Bryan,
Brian. How old are you?
41.
That says something. Now, whether they're right or he's wrong, look, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. They don't want you. So there's no point of crashing out on them because, like I said, now you're just putting yourself in a worse position in future attempts to try to find a woman on this show, which, in my opinion, bro, just stop. I ain't gonna lie, this your third time. The women on here not gonna like you. They are a lot of the women that come on this show have watched the previous episodes. They watch her show. They watch her. So there's no point of trying to come back now. Like, just, bro, go home, reevaluate yourself. If you do come back, maybe apologize. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna matter though. You can't really. I wouldn't say apologize. Apologize might be a little too far. But I just think it's cooked for you. Like, there's nothing you can realistically say or do now that's gonna change your persona on Pop the Balloon. So honestly, I think you should just stop. And also, I think this nigga Bryan deadass needs therapy. Like when women bring up the short man syndrome or whatever it is, bro, he's the prime example of it. Like when short niggas got short tempers and all of that shit. That's literally what he is. He needs to go to therapy. I think this nigga might dead ass need some therapy on his height. He probably was in school. He probably got bullied his whole life for his height. And then when he got older, thinking it was gonna be different, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna grow to this height. He never reached the height he want. And then now he's older. He's 40 years old, and he still has to hear them same women that he wants talk about his height. Yeah, he probably do need some therapy, man. This nigga, he's had up to here. This nigga is tired of people talking about his height. And I can understand that a little bit, but this is just not how you handle it. You know, I think the way to handle it is, all right, you don't want me because of my height. Fine, I'll move on to the next person. Because I feel like if he wouldn't have displayed the anger and different shit he showed, he probably would have still had a chance with some of these women on the show. I will admit, some of these women on here do have a lot of like, oh man, I need my nigga to be 5'10", like taller than me. I'm like, and it's like a lot of them wear heels too. I don't know what that is. I guess. I mean, they are like getting dressy, whatever. But yeah, a lot of them be like 5 foot tall. Nigga be like 5'10". Oh, you're a little short, ain't you? Like, damn. But yeah, that's besides the point. It's the same. This ain't about them. This is mainly about Bryan. Look, Bryan, let me get a sponsorship from BetterHelp. You're gonna be the first person I'm gonna text you on Instagram. Hey man, hey, go ahead, you use my promo code because you're gonna need it. And you know, I hope you get better, but this ain't the way, man. This is not the way.
She's another follower, a girl's girl.